Video number 2. We are coming in through the main entry door, and immediately to your left there is a spacious mudroom where you can put tons of coats as well as stuff. There's all these beautiful wood built-ins, including a bench. They even have these pull-out baskets so you can put things like hats and mittens, scarves in there. The kitchen is lovely. It is just a classic maple cabinetry. There's a white countertop, white appliances, including a dishwasher, the slide-in range, a refrigerator and a microwave. The entire living space has been freshly painted. It is this beautiful silvery sage color, and I love it. So then from here we go to the dining room, which has those 2 doors off of it that go out to the wraparound deck. Nice new light fixture in here. There are 3 pendants over the island. This does have the extended countertop for the breakfast bar. So there's plenty of casual seating here. And just tons of storage. Let's not, forget the fact that there's a lot of cabinetry in here. There's also an abundance of natural light, soaking that up with these large windows that are facing the south. I love this bay window, looking out to that backyard. We are in the living room, the very large living room. There is a ceiling fan and there are built-ins. Everything, like I said, has been freshly painted. So we have crisp white walls and the white bookcases in here. The traditional flooring, just continuous throughout this first floor. Now here is the door that goes out to that little dog fence area there. There is the staircase to go upstairs, but stay tuned, I'm not going there quite yet. This first floor room, I believe I've labeled it as a den on the floor plan, but I do want to point out that it would be very easy to put a door here and to wall this off if you wanted to make this into a first floor bedroom. Interestingly, I've actually sold this exact house built by the same builder. His house was exactly like that, where that den was a bedroom. And this room, which is currently a bedroom, but it is quite small, the next owner after him ended up using this as a walk-in closet. So just want to point that out. If you need to have a first floor bedroom with a good amount of storage space, you could pop a door in here, just like I have seen done before. Sorry, I left the basement door open. So right now you've got an open den, but it could be a bedroom. And then here you do have a bedroom right next to it. I also want to point out, I love the trim details in this house. I mean, this is just so unique. I really have not seen trim like this elsewhere. So in this corridor off the living room, there's basement door on the left, linen closet on the right, and a full bathroom here. There is a porcelain tile floor. There is a full shower/tub with a pretty tile. Just a very simple floral motif. And then there is the vanity with a mirror. And then there's additional storage here. That light over the sink does work as well. Okay, now we're going to head upstairs where we've got a couple more bedrooms and a couple more bathrooms. So at the top of the stairs, this is a full bathroom. It is petite, but it is a full. We have a beautifully tiled shower with a mini tub and a nice tiled floor. There's a pedestal sink, skylight over the toilet, which is on an angle. And then to your left, we go into bedroom number 2. There's some built-ins, great natural light, another skylight. There's a ceiling fan, and then there are 2 closets in here. This closet is open. It does not have a door on it. This one is a large walk-in. So there's a great amount of storage space, a lot of hanging bars. There's even a built-in bookcase in here as well. And now going to the front of the house, we are over the living room. So we have that same view out to the backyard. This is meant to be the primary bedroom. So we have the mini split. It feels wonderfully cool in here right now. So in here, there was a queen size bed here. You can have that with a nightstand. There's the ceiling fan, and there's a little storage nook there. And there is a walk-in closet here. Again, lots of hanging space. And then there is a bathroom off of this room. Now there's no door. I do want to point that out. This was an addition at some point to go this way. And with the ceilings the way they are, there's not a door. This is all kinds of built-in storage, beautifully done. So there is a sink and there is a shower in here. So there's a nice shower head, nice clean tile. And there is a white square tile on the floor here as well. And then there's also a couple of skylights in this room. So there is a ton of natural light. There's also overhead light. I do want to point out that these are all solid wood doors throughout the house, raised panels. So from the bathroom, we now transition into what was used as an office. It's a beautiful office space. If you needed this as a 4th bedroom and people could share the bathroom, you know, make this as a pass-through space. Maybe you've got younger kids and that's not an issue. There is a huge skylight here, letting in the view and the light. And then there's also a side window there too. There's also little nooks for storage along the knee walls, both through the office as well as here in the half bathroom. So that is it for the upstairs. I'm gonna scoot on down to the basement. All right, and now here's the last section of the house. I love the ceiling through here. We've got a finished family room down here in the lower level. So there's a lot of natural light, these big windows. We, are basically at grade right here. This cool pine ceiling. This is a laminate wood floor. That is a peekaboo over to the workshop where I started in my last video. So you can see if the light's on in either section, but you can't get there from here. So awesome space. It is obviously heated, fully finished, great ceiling height in this lower level. And then there are 2 more rooms. This one, we're gonna transition from the laminate just back to the concrete. We've got the washer and dryer and all the utilities in here. There's a lot of built-in storage. There's even an extra freezer. I think that can stay. And we've got the electrical panel over here. We've got the zoom in there. Ooh. Make that easier to read. We've got the 200 amp service and everything's nicely labeled. And we have a Boderis boiler. And then there's a Superstore Ultra hot water tank. So you've got the indirect fired hot water. And then that is all being powered by the oil tank. So if I zoom back out, and now you can see I went from that room to this room. The oil tank is over here. Oops, I meant to move that. So we have the oil tank over in this part of the house. This is out near the bulkhead door. And also in this room, there's all of this storage. So we have built-in shelving on the right. The portable shelving that's on the left is going to go. This stuff will not stay, along with obviously all the rest of the personal property that needs to get out of here. But the built-ins on the right will stay. And then there's also 2 built-in closets here and here. So there really is an abundance of storage in this basement, even though it is partially finished. So it's about 2,400 square feet altogether. It's a really beautiful home in North Bennington. Please come take a look.